New idea for a series. I love crunching numbers, and I also like numbers in NASCAR, so why don't we start running the numbers for each number that is ran in the NASCAR Cup Series. We're going to make things simple here in the first episode and start off with the number 1 car. Here we go.
You ready?
The number 1 car has been the 15th most used car in the NASCAR Cup Series, just underneath 1,750 starts as of the end of the 2025 season. The debut of the number 1 car would be in the first ever NASCAR race at a racetrack at Charlotte. The driver would be named B.E. Renfro, and he would finish outside the top 20, finishing 24th. He would only run about a handful of races with the number 1 car, and so would some other drivers. In fact, its first ever victory would not come until 8 years later in 1956, where a driver by the name of Lloyd Dan would be able to get the victory at a racetrack in Portland against 19 other drivers to claim the first victory for the number 1 machine. Now this is all fine and dandy to get a victory, but I'm pretty sure people were expecting a little bit more out of a car that was labeled number 1 to get way more victories. Well, that's when Billy Wade came in 1964 and was able to do something very impressive with the number 1 car. Billy Wade was able to get a victory at Old Bridge, Bridgehampton, Islip, and Watkins Glen, all back in the number 1 machine, giving it one of the best runs in the number 1 car history. All in all, the number 1 car as of the end of 2025 has been in victory lane 28 different times. Some of the most famous drivers to run in the number 1 car have been drivers of the likes of Donnie Allison as well as Terry Labonte. Some of the longest running 10-year drivers have been Rick Mast as well as Jay McMurray. One of the most recognizable number 1 cars has been Steve Parks in his Pennzoil machine. And the most recent driver to win in the number 1 car has been Ross Chastain in the Colt Cole 600 in 2025. And now you are all caught up as we ran the numbers with the number 1 machine.